So if at any point you have questions, put them in the chat box. I'm going to show you guys a few different things. First on Canvas. So for on Canvas, this is how your Canvas looks to you. So again, we have that updated syllabus. What I want you to see is if we go to assignments page, there are two things for this week. There is the pre-lab, which is a chart, and then there is the actual lab activity. And both of them have like the same instructions, and so I can see how that is a little confusing, but hopefully after this, it'll make a little bit more sense what you're supposed to do. So if you click on worksheet 8 chart, I asked you to read the entire worksheet, and for today, due at 5 p.m., you're going to complete the chart. So if you download the worksheet, I'm going to switch gears to the worksheet itself. This is what you're going to see. Well, if I had the worksheet, okay, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this giant chart of muscles. And so what I want you to do is use Google or use your lab manual or use your anatomy textbook to fill out this, this giant chart. The first column you fill out is the action of the muscle. What does it do? Okay, and you want to use the words that are at the bottom here, things like flexion, extension, abduction, adduction. So what does that muscle do? The second column here is the origin. So you're going to fill out what the origin is. Again, use some sources for that, and the insertion. And then the last column that I want you to fill out is this fourth one for anterior or posterior. Do you find that muscle on the front of the body or the back of the body? There are a few muscles that are on the sides, and so for those you can write both. You would see it from both the anterior side and the posterior side. And an example of that is your deltoid muscle. It's kind of both anterior and posterior. Okay. Model notes. This is what you would have done in class looking at a plastic model, but if you have any notes to yourself about this muscle, things you want to remember, you can put that here. Okay. So you're going to fill out this chart, and then you're going to color code the chart. And what I mean when I say color code the chart is at the very bottom here, each action has a color associated with it. So you can just either use a marker, a pencil, a highlighter, and color code them so that you can tell quickly what the action of the muscle is. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you are going to go back to Canvas, back to Canvas here, and where it says submit, you're going to submit the assignment. And again, the pre-lab due today at 5, this is the chart. So you're going to take pictures of your chart or upload it as a document or a PDF or a whatever format here on the pre-lab assignment. Okay. What you're then going to do, due tomorrow at 5 p.m., the assignment itself is to draw a very beautiful picture. You're going to take a piece of paper. It can be printer paper. It can be scrap paper. It can be the back of an old worksheet. It can be a paper bag, whatever. You're going to take some sort of paper, and you're going to draw a skeleton. So if we look back, sorry for the back and forth, but just want to show you guys what I'm talking about here. We go back to Adobe, back to this worksheet, okay? So the first thing it says to do is to draw two skeletons, an anterior view and a posterior view, and you're going to put all these bones, make sure you have all of these bones with your anterior and your posterior skeleton, okay? So it's two pictures. A front view of a skeleton, if you were looking at the skeleton in a skeleton face, what do the bones look like? And then a back view, if you're staring that skeleton in the back. And then you're going to draw the muscles in this list onto that skeleton. And you don't have to be an artist to do this. You can just use lines. You can draw a straight line from the origin of that muscle to the insertion of that muscle for all of these muscles, okay? And the color of your line needs to be the color of the code that you color coded your chart. So for example, if you're doing the biceps, you're going to start in the scapula, you're going to end it in the radius, and it's going to be a red line because it is responsible for flexion. Now, some of the muscles have multiple actions and multiple functions. And so you can use more than one color here. You can use more than one color for the line, and you can get creative if you want to do dashes where you alternate colors, or just do two lines next to each other, whatever. Draw a line where that muscle is and then label it. So if you're doing the bicep on the arm, again, you would draw a line in red and then you would label biceps and put a little arrow to your red line. You're going to do that for all of these muscles. All these muscles, okay? Then if we go back to Canvas, okay? We're in the assignments page. We click on worksheet 8. That's what it says here. So you're going to do that for all of these muscles. Now, say you don't have one of those colors. You know, you're looking at your crayon set, you don't have red. That's okay. Give me something, or if you don't have any colors at all, you can just write flexion. But if you have colors, do it in color, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture. You're going to take a picture of your front skeleton with all of his anterior muscles, and you're going to take a picture of your back skeleton with all of his posterior muscles. And where it says submit assignment, you're going to upload 2 pictures, a picture of the front and a picture of the back, okay? So that is this week's assignment. That is due tomorrow at 5 p.m. So today at 5 p.m., fill out the chart. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., upload your 2 pictures. Now, the other thing I just want to bring your attention to, and then I will let you go be artists, is that next week's lab requires you to download some software. So you need to go, and there are all the instructions. If you click on worksheet 9, this week's lab is about the nervous system. We're using a SynBio software. And these are how you register and download that software. All of it is listed right here. So you're going to need to follow those instructions. If you have questions, you use the tech support that they provide to figure out and get that going, okay? And there's no, nothing you have to turn in via Canvas for worksheet 9. All of it is on the SynBio software. They have questions and things you need to complete, and I will get the report on whether you completed those activities or not. Okay. Go back here. Not a lot of you watching this, but if you have a question, you can unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, good luck with your drawings. I'll be here next week as well. If you have questions, I'm around.
Hey, Dr. Carol.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going, but I'm just having trouble finding like the actions, like lab manual, but I can't really find it.
The best one is your textbook. Do you have your textbook?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the book, if you go to the muscle chapter, let me see if I can find it in my version of. Okay, so if you go to the muscle chapter, they have these ones. On my book, it's pages 216. So at the end of chapter 6, it has like this giant. Yeah, the end of chapter 6, it has this giant chart.
Oh, so like the same one we used for the other one.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, that's all I need. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is everything else going okay?
Yeah, it's going. It's going. It's going.
I feel like I talk to myself for about 4 hours every day.
It's going. It's just stressful, but I'm making it work. Balance. I'm trying to balance it. It'll go.
It's important. And you can take all your classes pass fail this semester. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to, you know. So I'm trying to do it.
North of that bar.
All right. Have a good day, Dr. Carol.
You too. Bye.